my channel. Today I am doing the last Bare Minerals palette that I did purchase during the VIB sale. It is called the Be Beautiful palette. This palette, you can purchase it at Sephora, I'm pretty sure Ulta, and the Bare Minerals website. So as you guys can see from the title, it's called the Be Beautiful palette. It is $45, and this is what the packaging looks like, and it does scream Christmas. I love this packaging of it. It is super beautiful. It does bring its pamphlet that normally Bare Minerals palettes do. And here is the packaging. It is mirrored, so I don't want to blind you guys. And I haven't taken this off to show you guys that this one, as well as the wish list palette that I recently reviewed, also comes with this on there, so you don't get fingerprints on it. But of course, you're bound to get the fingerprints on it, so it is what it is. So anyway, as you guys know, it is $45. So here's what the actual palette looks like. In here, as you guys can see, you do get eyeshadows and face products in them. This one is the same exact packaging as the wish list. You get the huge mirror right here, and you get that sturdy packaging and heavy packaging, which I really appreciate. It's beautiful packaging. If you are into that, it is sturdy enough to travel with, and I feel like it won't break, and it is beautiful to look at. So anyway, here's what it looks like. These 6 products right here are eyeshadows. These are 0.4, and then these are 0.07. So this is 0.0407. A typical single eyeshadow in a duo would be 0.09. So you are getting almost the same amount here as you would as in a duo or a quad that they typically sell. So keep in mind again that a duo is $21 and it is 0.09 ounces per eyeshadow. So you're not getting too bad. On this side over here, you get a finishing powder, you get a blush, a bronzer, and an all over powder, another finishing powder. But more so, you can use this one, it's intended to be used as either a bronzer, blush, all in one kind of thing. Instead of splitting it, you have one color here where you can use it for both and just save yourself time. So I have been playing around with this. I am currently wearing it on my eyes. I have been wearing it. As you guys can tell, this is a very cool toned eyeshadow palette. It is completely 100% matte. You do not get any shimmer shades in here whatsoever. Nothing that has a sheen. Everything is completely matte, which I do like for those days that you just don't want to have shimmer, or you do want to put a shimmery base and then put one of these shadows on top, which I have used with this palette, and it looks absolutely stunning. So it gives you a really nice sheen to the look. I'm not a fan of cool tone too much, but around this time, I really like it. I am wearing it on my eyes. I'm wearing all the products with the exception of my highlighter on my face, obviously, and the lips, but I have been playing around with this. These 2 products right here, which is called Golden Gate Matte and Faux Tan Matte. The Golden Gate Matte is a blush, and the Faux Tan Matte is a bronzer. Both of these do not come in a pressed concept or a pressed product. They're both loose. I know in the packaging it does say limited edition, but I'm pretty sure that the reason why it's limited edition is because it is pressed. I own both of these right here in the loose powder form. So you can get them if you do appreciate these 2 colors right here. You can get it in the loose blush and then the loose bronzer form. And I have them in full size, and they really do last forever. The only difference that I see between these and those is I feel like with the powder ones, you can really go a little ham with the color. With these, because it is pressed, you can take your time. Everything in this palette is very soft. It's very subtle. It is not out there. It can be billed. So if you don't like too much makeup on or show that you have too much makeup on, this may be the palette for you. You can build these up. I have built these up to make them show. I can't see anybody with medium up to medium. That's it. Like, I can't see anybody darker than a medium tone skin tone wear these face products, because these are very subtle and soft. So I had to build them up, which I don't have a problem with. Sometimes you don't want to have a super pigmented product and then it's harder to blend out. So these blended out beautifully on my skin. I am currently wearing a mixture of these 2 blushes on my cheeks, and I really like how it looks. It's very nice and subtle. I have worn them separately. This is one of my favorites in the loose form, the Golden Gate. It's more like a peachy apricot color, and this one is new. This Inner Beauty color, it is new. I don't own it. That one definitely is limited edition, so I do not have it in any other form but here. And this is a beautiful blush as well. I feel like this one's a little bit more pigmented than the Golden Gate matte is. The bronzer is super beautiful. I think it's really nice and soft. It is a neutral bronzer. I don't feel like it's too cool toned or too warm toned. It's more of a neutral color. It is lighter. I know they do have darker bronzers if this is way too light for you and you do like the Bare Minerals formula. Now, this is the last face product that I have here. This is the finishing powder. This is the only thing in this whole entire palette I did not like. This is super dry and very patchy. As you can see, there's barely any pigmentation in there. I don't know what happened because everything else is so silky, soft, buttery to the touch, and then you touch this and you're like, what? What did they do? This has no use. If you actually swatch it and listen to what you're hearing, it sounds like you're scraping sandpaper. It's so dry. I got no color payoff on it. It is a finishing powder, but it reminds me of the finishing powder that came in the Tarte Twinkle highlighting duo, and then they had that center finishing powder. It reminds me of that. It felt like paper. This one feels like paper. Super dry. I've tried different brushes to use on my face every time I've used this palette. It does absolutely nothing for me at all. So this is the only dud I would say. It's horrible. This product right here, if they take this out and give me another deeper bronzer or a highlight, I would have been in heaven and I would have absolutely loved this palette 100%. That's the only dud I have in this whole palette. The eyeshadows. You get 4 of the smaller eyeshadows. You get 2 different types of gray. You get a light gray, a dark gray, and then you get like a nice rosy color and then a plum color. I have used all of these in different combinations on my eyes. Today I decided to go more of a smokier look but add the pink to it. So I mixed the pink and the purple on my lids. And this is the look that I came out with. Super beautiful, blended really nicely. You do get some powder kick up because they're super soft and buttery eyeshadows. And these two are brow bone highlights. The only difference between these two, this one's more of a pale color and this one has a little bit more of a softer rose, very, very light, softer pink color. You can use these as a trio if you prefer. So you can use these 3 up here and get a look, or you can use these 3 down here and get a look. I tend to just go all over the place because I never follow the rules, but that's how you can use these as well, as a quad, as duos, as trios. I'm pretty sure they were meant to be used as trios, but I just use whatever I liked. These, I love the fact that they made these bigger because you tend to use these more throughout your look to set your primer, to set under your eyes. I think this one will be really nice to set under your eyes, and the best part is it is completely matte. So this palette, as far as the eyeshadows go, they are all limited edition. Not one of these is repeated. Not one of these you can find in one of their duos or quads or their Power 8 palettes that they have out. You won't be able to find those. So if you do like this type of tone, I don't see you finding them anywhere else but in this specific palette. Now I understand that this palette may not be for everyone considering the tone of the actual eyeshadows. I am very surprised at how much I enjoy it considering I am not a cool tone fan. But when I do pull this out, I have gotten a lot of compliments on my eye look. I've gotten quite a few of them recently when I used this palette. And I was very surprised because I used something, it was just a very soft look, but I think that's what people enjoy. Sometimes you don't need to go overboard. I like that you can use this as a soft daytime look and then vamp it up as an evening look for the holidays, for an office party, for a gathering you have with somebody. I do like it. Now, if you're wondering or asking me, if I prefer this one over the one that I just recently hauled. So this is the wish list. If you didn't see it, this is what the wish list one looks like. These are all eyeshadows. I am a fan of eyeshadow palettes from Bare Minerals. So for me, I would pick this one over this one only because I tend to not use palettes that have face products in them. Let's be honest. How often am I traveling? The most that I have traveled is to Target and back home, to Walmart and back home, to the grocery store and back home. So I'm not one to travel, but if you are one to travel, this may be the one to choose because you basically have everything here for your face. All you need is a setting powder, because I would not recommend that at all, a foundation, eyeliner, mascara, and lip product. Other than that, you can get away with this. You can even use this matte bronzer as a transition color. So don't feel like you have to use these only for your face. You can use these on your eyes as well. So if you are a traveler, this is a really good sturdy palette. You have everything in here. If you're a fan of cool tone, this is the time of year I tend to do more cool tone looks, just because it is winter time. I've lost my tan. I don't have that golden glow anymore. So I tend to use more cooler tone eyeshadows, and I actually enjoy them. I really do. So if you're, I guess it has to be according to your lifestyle and what you feel that you would use the most. Personally, for me, if you're asking me, I would have went with the wish list. These cost the same amount. You get 12 eyeshadows in here. I tend to love eyeshadows more, and I don't really gravitate towards palettes that have face products in them, because I always forget. I just grab palettes that have eyeshadows in them. But it is a good palette, with the exception of that one product in here that is the finishing powder. If they would have changed that and put a highlighter in there, like they have a highlighter out, a duo that I really love. If they would have put that in here, it would have been perfect. It would have been perfect, and I think I would have liked this one more. It just bothered me that everything was perfect except for that one product. But the packaging is beautiful. As you guys can see, it's already dirty, but you can wipe it off. It is beautiful. It is heavy. It is sturdy. Colors are beautiful. It is up to you and your preference what you feel you would use the most. I'm just giving you the facts, and you guys decide whether you guys need it or not. But it is not a bad palette. If you're telling me the quality is there, with the exception of that one single product, which sucks. But anyway, that is my review on the Be Beautiful palette. I will link it down below if you are interested in it. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you are new to my channel, welcome to the family. Don't forget to subscribe, like this video if you did like it. I will catch you guys in my next video, which will pretty sure will be my November favorites. And if you haven't followed me on Instagram, you should, because I'm pretty sure some of you guys already know, but I think this is why I waited for a chit chat get ready with me video, so I can sit down and talk to you guys about what is going on in the life of Alex. So thank you again for watching, and don't forget that a smile is the best makeup a girl can wear.